Well, is it because of COVID
guys.
or is it because of hip hop? Because I remember for a minute they're like, no hip hop.
It's not COVID related. It's just hip hop.
No more dancing.
Are you hip hop on the rocket and bang bang the boogie, the bang bang the boogie? Stop it.
Welcome back to another awesome episode of The Careful Boys. Today we have Subin in the building.
Oh, we got Subin.
And also we got Anthony back after 3 years.
Anthony! Yo,
Every single time you guys make that joke, like the length gets longer.
why were you gone so long?
Damn, bro, it's been 6 years.
Yeah, it's been fucking 84 months.
You were dancing and shit all over the world?
You have an accent now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Do I really?
Indonesian.
You were in Indonesia?
That's what Steve said. Steve said Anthony was dancing to sell cars in Indonesia.
How is this selling cars thing happen?
He told us that you had a gig at a car dealership. It was a grand opening. It was a grand opening for a car dealership in
Arrow spinning?
I was like,
He
oh,
comes up
shit.
with this shit.
I didn't know Anthony was fucking selling cars.
He was promoting a
Daihatsu.
new Volvo dealership that was opening in fucking Indonesia.
Indo.
Yeah.
Micronesian.
Wow. No, I was in China. I was in the mainland. Woo, China. Gotta say that. Gotta say it.
Whoa.
Go China. We need more positive China stuff on here.
I love China people.
Oh.
China people.
I like China dollars too. Sponsor
$10
us.
was cool.
I like China people. I like.
I like adding unnecessary Chinese characters to American films.
You don't like Chinese food?
Oh, I love Chinese food.
Nice.
My friend came out with this hot sauce from the Zhejiang region.
Yes.
Region. It's fuck. I'll give you guys some. It's bomb, man. It's like the chili sauce thing.
Oh yeah, the chili crunch one.
Oh, chili crisp. Chili crisp.
How's Luhan, dude?
So Luhan is amazing. He's the artist that I was choreographing for out there. This I might have mentioned it before. This was a crazy experience because his tour was supposed to happen in 2021, the beginning of 2021, and this is when I went in the end of 2020. I went to China to work on this tour. I quarantined by myself during this time for like 2 weeks. I spent Christmas by myself in quarantine.
They still make you quarantine?
No, this was in 2020.
Because that's the protocol back then.
Yeah.
That's did your mind go crazy just being in a hotel room for 20?
You know what's weird? The idea of needing to do it sucks, but when you're there and you have to experience it, it's kind of like a sick life experience.
Yeah?
Kind of.
He loved COVID.
Yeah, he's a
That's a very strong way to put it, but
He loves it.
Wait, every day in the hotel it doesn't drive you nuts? Like I can't even go outside and
there's a part of being nuts that like feels kind of like interesting because you develop like a unique routine and you know what I mean? Like
Wait, you couldn't leave the door? Like, can you open the window and go? Like, what did you do?
the window's barely open. It was like more like a prison than it was a hotel. It wasn't like a nice hotel by any means. It's like one they put you up in semi close to the airport, and everybody's in hazmat suits when you first get off. It's so funny to talk about COVID right now, like 3 years ago.
But yeah, even when you go with like let's say your significant other, they put you in 2 hotels
Oh, that's a bullshit.
and then both of you guys are like that for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. What do you do? Do you get internet?
You get internet.
At least you get internet.
Yeah, but I was lucky because I was still able to like my host or not host but my homie out there Coco. I was still hitting her up every day to like order shit for me, cause like the food that they give you is like cafeteria lunch food. They only give it to you like twice a day. They like knock on your door. They send it over to you and then they.
Doesn't that defeat the purpose of quarantine if food could be brought in all the time?
Let's not question certain things that are.
Hey, one China man.
Okay, one China, dude. Chill. Relax.
But anyways, so I went through quarantine by myself.
'Cause I thought quarantine is the whole point is the door is like this. But if like the door is like this like every fucking hour, I'm like how much?
But they're in hazmat suits. Twice a day they come in and they test you.
Twice a day up in the nose?
Yeah,
Fuck that.
it was annoying.
Not my Chinese nose.
So the point is, I finally I spent 6 weeks out there in 2020, all through 2020, the beginning of 2021, and then we get to like the first location where we're doing the tour stop, number 1, on Thursday. The show's on Saturday. Show number 1. The Thursday that we're there, we get approval from everybody in the city, the high chancellor of the city and stuff like that. We're like good to go. The stage is built. We're rehearsing on stage. We're like right to the finish line on it, and then on Friday an official from Beijing flies in and they cancel the whole thing.
What? Whoa.
So like it just felt like we had spent months working on this thing.
Like the Chinese Fauci came in.
basically.
Well, is it
We
because
got a
of
lot of those
COVID
guys.
or is it because of hip hop? Because I remember for a minute they're like, no, no hip hop.
It's not COVID related. It's just hip hop.
No more dancing.
Are you hip hop on the rocket and bang bang the boogie, the bang bang the boogie? Stop it.
You know how they say hip hop don't stop?
Yeah.
Not today.
In China, it stop, okay?
There was like a famous like hip hop rapper who had like committed adultery with like another famous.
How dare he?
Yeah, so then that turned into
They're like,
hip-hop.
it's degenerate culture.
Yeah, man.
What is that? That's American hip hop? No, no,
So
no.
for the people that don't understand who Luhan is, what's the equivalent American-wise artist?
Is it like a Michael Jordan?
The way that Jackson describes it is he's like the Justin Bieber of China.
Whoa.
This guy's got like a huge following.
Like cult following.
Yeah, like really huge. I mean, he came from EXO, which is a K-pop group as well. He was in.
Did he speak Korean?
He speaks Korean.
And so, but then when he said, "I'm fucking better than y'all," and then he went solo, and then like kind of like Beyonce.
Or what word?
JT.
What other words did he use?
Yeah.
She's way
Better
better.
than y'all.
So he just went back to China to be with his family and stuff like that.
And then he went solo.
Yeah, he was doing solo. He's been doing solo stuff. This is his third tour. He does like TV dramas and like movies and stuff like that as well.
He's major. That dude is on like billboards for like Gucci and shit, like in the city.
Is he from Wuhan? Cause that'll be sick. Luhan from Wuhan.
Dude, that's good branding for him too, right?
Did he get
Luhan,
shit
Luhan.
for his name being Luhan? Did he get shit? Like,
No, I
Mr.
don't think
Wuhan?
so.
I think only Americans think like that.
Yeah.
Really? You're right. It's an American thing.
And so we got all the way to the finish line and wasn't able to cross it. So that was like a really devastating moment. And then it was just kind of like indefinitely ended. So
How did you feel at that time to like have all this prep and then cancel it?
I think as a creator, when you're like prepping forever to like put this show together and then you don't get to show the audience, it's like the biggest deflated feeling.
That's true.
It's just so disappointing because you're not even doing it for yourself. You're literally doing it for the fans.
That's true.
At least it was happening to everybody. That would suck if it was just you guys and there was no COVID.
It was definitely happening to everybody. It did definitely feel like though that they were making an example out of him. Because he's such a huge star that if he can't do it, no one else was able to.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was like it felt really devastating at that time.
Cause it's like if it was a small guy like Wuhan or something, and then like he's trying to do his music, and then they're like nobody care about Wuhan. He has 50 people in his audience.
Wuhan sounds like a Mexican guy in the Wu-Tang Clan.
Wuhan.
Wuhan, you know?
Are you gonna get a chance to do a redo?
Well, that's the thing. That's what I came back for this time. So this 2.5 years.
This was the do over.
Yeah.
Were you guys?
They're like, hey, we're bringing the tour back. So I was already like, I'm not gonna believe you until like contracts are signed and I fly over there because my heart has already settled for like 2.5 years of just thinking that it was all gone.
Crazy.
And you're gonna have to do it again.
That's a big gap.
But here's the crazy thing that was super sick. Last time we're like to the wire. When you're putting together like a whole show, big production, like so many moving parts, like to the day of you're still working on this transition, changing this costume, figuring out this moment or whatever, right?
I know what those dance moves look like.
Exactly, because you're a pro, sort of, not really. And then we go this year, but it's the same show. We're just finally getting it prepped to get back on stage. So I showed up and it was like 90% done already.
Oh.
So this was a completely night and day different experience because we got to go in there. And it wasn't like chill where we weren't still working every day. We were still doing like 7-hour rehearsals every day, but it wasn't figuring out shit like crazy. It was like fine tuning, making things a little bit better. You know what I mean? Kind of thinking about things that we didn't have the luxury to think about last time because we were just trying to get the meat and the bulk together. Now we're like really getting the sauces and the accessories. And then because there was way less stress, we got to just enjoy ourselves through the process so much more. So I ended up having a fucking sick time over there because we were just, me and Lou, we were just going out to dinner like every single night. He was taking me on this like whole fucking Beijing tour of like the finest dining.
Wow. So you got to eat some good food.
I was so lucky out there. He took me to like a fucking 3 Michelin star restaurant and this was just like on a Thursday. You know?
What kind of food was that?
Yeah. Turtles?
Did you eat scorpion there?
No.
We went to a Peking duck place in Beijing and they had scorpion, but we didn't order it.
The craziest thing I did eat out there was fucking bugs.
What kind of bugs?
Let
You
me show you
said
this
that.
video.
I thought you were gonna say that.
So you ate bugs, but not scorpion.
I eat them in my sleep all the time.
Wait, you went to Michelin star restaurant to eat bugs?
No, I also just happened to eat bugs.
Spiders, baby.
Man, that's kind of whack.
In the Michelin star restaurant, you're eating things like fucking pigeon.
That's cool.
Pigeon?
What'd you think of pigeon?
Was it bomb though?
What is that? So this is like
Chinese-
deep fried bugs. They're like on the trees and they make these crazy sounds and shit like that.
Like cicadas?
Bro, that's wild.
I can't see.
That's the Michelin?
Oh, they're moving?
No, they're dead already. They're like deep fried and shit.
Hey, Subin's mad at you, bro. He's like,
No, I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad at the food you have to eat at Michelin star restaurant.
That's not at the Michelin
Oh,
stars. I'm just saying. He was just talking about eating scorpion. I was like, why? Bugs?
What is that? Is that a regular snack over there? Like eating a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos?
And in a particular city in Guangzhou, like this city is known for eating like almost anything.
that's tight.
So they don't need no raid or anything.
they can reuse
Everyone
it,
just eats it. They go,
repurpose.
oh shit, we got a line of ants. Oh, everybody come here.
They just eat them raw.
Yeah. Oh, we got a mosquito problem. No problem.
Is that how it went down there?
Let me suck the tongue. I'm gonna suck the tongue out the wall.
Oh my god, dude. He's like, oh shit, ants. It's like a fucking line of coke.
Hey, I mean, no lie, it was kind of tasty.
Was it good? It was actually good.
It was really crunchy. But
I'm sure they prepare it a specific way.
Yeah,
too.
they're like deep frying it in some crazy sauces and stuff.
When they season, like one time I had crickets, and when they season it right, they did like a honey glaze thing to
How
it.
big was it? Like this big?
It was like this fucking big.
Hey, I
that shit
had
was
crickets.
bomb, bro.
Dry crickets just taste like dry shrimp.
Yeah, or like you know
what I'm
those dried fish that like the sweet and salty ones that you get from the Chinese markets.
Yeah.
Like those ones, that's what it tastes like.
But bugs look like shit.
Yeah, it's supposed to have good protein.
It's protein.
healthy?
It's protein.
You know this whole movement, everyone's like, don't eat pig, don't eat cow, eat a fucking mealworm. You know that thing? Like everyone's like eating
That's a
bugs.
movement?
That's a movement.
I'm down with eating bugs too.
The eco-friendly people, they're like, eat the bugs.
I have a very I want to try everything once for the most part. I still don't want to eat I don't want to eat like cats and dogs, but I want to still try everything once.
Like fried cum. You guys want to try that?
Of course, your mind goes there. The guy who brought in penis flavored chips from Europe.
I ate fish cum.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. It's in sushi. You probably ate it too. It's called akimono.
Oh yeah.
You probably ate it too.
I did eat fish cum.
Fish fucking cum sack.
Isn't that what uni is technically? Or is that ovaries?
That's ovaries.
Ovaries.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's.
I'll eat ovaries, bro. I'm not gonna eat cum, bro.
Love that, dude.
That's where I draw the line.
I'm not gay, man.
What'd you eat at the Michelin star restaurant?
I like ovaries better.
They had like the sickest fucking. No, their main dish or one of the delicacies really was just like this young pigeon.
And it was Chinese cuisine or?
Yeah, it was Chinese.
How big is a young pigeon?
I can show you a photo too. It was like literally this big, but like that was half of it, and then the other half, it's like the whole thing. You see, like it sawed down the middle.
Why do they like to do shit like that? That's crazy, man.
Did they bring it in a cage?
Nah.
I went to eat dim sum with my dad in Guangzhou when I was a kid, and this motherfucker had a fucking pigeon, and it came literally like this.
Yeah, it's like that, but cut in half.
Yeah. And I'm like, that is not appetizing to me. To them, I think they liked it, but I was
good,
like,
though.
What did it taste
It's
like?
good. It's just bomb. It's just fucking.
Chicken?
Honestly, it's just like
Really good seasoning.
Yes, imagine a chicken that's just done really, really well though. You know what I'm saying?
It has to be, because
Chicken liver. They brought out this chicken liver that was like so it melts in your mouth like butter. Fucking bomb.
nasty, man.
They had this pork and cuttlefish sausage that was all black. It was like a black sausage. It was just cut. It was fucking delicious.
it was good, really?
So good.
Not gonna lie, Chinese food looks like shit.
Yeah.
There was this episode of Bizarre Foods where they went to China, and I forgot what city, but it was a restaurant that specializes in all dick. So it's just every plate is a different dick, like pig dick, fucking tiger dick, whatever dick, right? All kinds of dick, yeah. And then they just prepare in different ways. Yeah.
There's a lot. There's penis that's available. Like,
I don't know, maybe they call it Dick Dono or something. I don't know. Dick Dono.
Oscar Myers.
Oscar Mayer.
Chinese people are weird, man.
They just like. There's just no waste.
Oscar Mayer. Oscar Mayer.
Wait, so it's true then? Those videos of the Chinese guys stealing pigeons and taking them in the bag and going in the back of.
Bro, that shit happens in a lot of different countries.
Yeah, definitely not just China.
Do you think pound for pound Chinese people are the best at like eating everything?
I mean, I think the better you get at cooking, the broader your food is.
That's a good argument.
That's a very positive way.
No. That's true.
That's a positive way of saying they're fucking weird.
But Chinese food, like by far, out of all the regions, like you put them all together, it's up there, bro.
Well, you gotta also think they got so many people, and they have so much land of diverse, like from the north all the way down to the south. They got so much terrain and ecosystem, so they're gonna have a lot.
They also got hella history, so they've been cooking like that forever.
But they make most of the food.
Other countries did. Other countries did too, but they stopped doing it. That's the difference. So like Europeans ate some fucking crazy shit. Like there's pictures like of them having feasts with the whole ass duck just out the same way.
I feel like Europeans don't even eat food anymore. They just smoke cigarettes all the time.
They just smoke cigarettes and coffee, and they have a bread. That's how they survive.
And olive oil, they dip it, and they go, okay, I'm good, and they go to sleep.
Isn't that fucking, what is that place called? Phoenix Inn? They just have a plate full of duck tongues.
Yeah, that shit's good.
See?
Is it?
Oh, on like Garvey or whatever?
Yeah, Chinese people crazy.
Oh man.
How many ducks you gotta kill to get a plate full of duck tongues?
There's only one tongue per duck.
But you know the irony is though, like we out here in America, like we'll eat like chicken so frequently, and we're always focused on like the drumstick or the breast. But then it's the organs and stuff that's usually the most nutritious parts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that though, dude. I'm not gonna touch it.
You know, there's a whole thing now with the carnivores saying like, we're gonna eat all of it, and then now there's like a bunch of white folks eating all the organs now.
Oh, like when they hunt deer and they eat
That's kind of awesome because that's literally the most nutritious part.
Because there's a lot of the beef.
They like ground beef more than steaks because ground beef has like organs, cartilage, all that stuff. So they're actually saying ground beef is actually more.
It's all like whipped into a slurry.
Bro,
Yeah.
ground beef is delicious.
It is.
Oh, you know, I just recently found out some shit. You gotta be careful where you get your ground beef from because they put hella fillers in there, man. It's not just protein.
What is in there?
There's just, you'll watch when they make it, there's like fucking powders and all these preservatives and shit that they throw in there.
Where's this at, dude?
I'll show you.
Pedigree.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Dog food's
the
not
ground
that.
beef factory. Oscar Mayer. Have you seen what a turducken is? Yeah. They stuff fucking all those 3, birds in one, and I'm like, that's kind of Chinese, but it's European.
Yeah, it is. Okay, besides eating really delicious, top-notch food, what else did you do while you're out there?
Yeah.
So because I was living number one, it was such a emotional journey just coming back to a project that I felt such a downward slope emotionally from last time, and then to come back and feel such an upward experience. Even getting to the first weekend show in Beijing, like I was emotional. You know what I mean? It was like super dope. And Luhan's like way more than an artist I choreograph for. I consider him like family. Like a brother. Like because we've gone through a lot of pain together. He was the guy who had to tell me. He like brought me from the rehearsal stage in 2021 to the back room, and he was like, I have to tell you something. And I was like, man, this sounds really heavy. He's like, the show is canceled. We just sat there in silence together for a long time. You know what I mean? So
That sucks.
I think when you go through something really hard with somebody, you actually get way closer with them than when everything's just good. So
That's true. Did you get paid though for all those rehearsals and everything?
ask me in a couple months when the show's finished, and then we should be.
Oh, the show's not finished yet?
Nah, they're still going on right now.
No, I'm talking about 2020, like when you first went.
So that's the thing. Because we didn't finish it contractually, I couldn't get paid for the rest of it, which was another level of like, man, this is.
They turned that into a gift, bro.
And you're constantly, like, all right, it ain't about the money because you need to like self-preservation.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd just be really, really sad and upset.
Yeah, for sure.
But that was another reason why I was like, damn, this is a tough loss.
Yeah.
The day before, we don't get to like go to the first show, therefore I don't get to get paid for like XYZ.
Yeah, I would have been.
So you're not part of the performance. You're just part of creating and.
Yeah, I was just a choreographer.
So now your job is technically done. They just go on tour.
Yeah, and finish out the tour.
That's what I was gonna say. 2 years. How did you remember the dance moves?
Videos.
Oh, okay, good.
He's a pro, dude.
That's cool.
This guy knows.
How did dance choreographers before video remember dance moves? Because musicians, they got the notes.
So they could write
That's
it down.
a very good question.
But the ballerina people and the dance people, how did they write it down?
Yeah, how do they write it down, Anthony?
Did they do stick figures?
Answer us. Stop lying to
Yeah,
us.
there's the 5 palm technique book pamphlet that you have to write every move.
You never saw those books with the footprints on them?
Nope. Is it like dancer braille?
Yeah, those shoe prints and the arrows. That's how you do.
That's why I'm like, I don't know, cause they still choreograph these massive.
You know the game
dance
like
shows
the game Just Dance, where they got the little stick figures with the different positions. Yeah, just dance hieroglyphics.
There's gotta be like ballerina sheet music, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, that's what the hieroglyphics were trying to tell you guys.
Oh, they're actually dance moves?
Yeah.
That's what it's always been.
It's just a choreographer that just wrote on the wall.
That's why they say dance like an Egyptian.
I'm done now.
So we're gonna buy us when you get your money.
Right.
I'll maybe get you guys some merch from the tour.
Nah, I want Chinese bugs.
You want some Chinese bugs?
I want some Luhan merch, bro.
I want flaming hot crickets.
I will say though, just at least as a final note, that a lot of like pop stars and people that get like famous from like those groups and whatnot, like not necessarily all of them can hella sing. Like that's just the truth of it. You know what I mean? But this fool can fucking sing. Yeah. So like it's way different when you become truly a fan of the person's music. I'm a fucking fan of this.
Cause you like the music, so you more feeling.
Yeah, you're just sitting there in the concert and you're actually like, I enjoy this concert.
Didn't you work with him on Hot Blood Dance Crew?
I did. That's how we met, which is, and then we just kept going.
They were doing Kinjas were doing this TV show in China, like a dance TV show that was like super popular. And then me and Hawk went out to work on a different TV show that was like competing with that one.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
That TV show also won again.
It did? What the fuck?
Would you say you love Luhan?
I do. I love it.